Yeah, hi there. And these comments are for QB, and I'm just using your initials for privacy purposes. And you're completed one of my pronunciation exercises. And I am Michael Buckoff, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the TOEFL online course, the 7-step system to pass a TOEFL IBT. And I want to go ahead and listen to your pretest. Not your pretest, but I think it's pronunciation exercise lesson number 12. Am I right? Let's see.
This is lesson 12. Look versus crumbs versus could.
Okay, so if I remember correctly here, you are pronouncing, there's some vowel sounds. It's contrasting these three sounds. So we have, let's take a look at the three here. Maybe you can repeat these after me for just a minute. Okay, you ready? So let's take a look at number one here. So we have, repeat after me here. Look, Luke, luck. Took, tool, tough. Could, cool, cut. Hook, who, hut. Wood, roost, rust. Good, blue, blood. Foot, fool, fudge. Should, swoon, crumbs. Crook, room, fun. Hook, hue, hun. All right, now let's take a look at, you're going to read some sample sentences focusing on these three sounds. Okay, let's see how you do with these. Okay, here we go. This is the voice recording exercise number 1. Okay, here we go.
Voice recording exercise 1. The round in the duel was fought for in the duel, and when the fight was done, the rook ruled.
Okay.
When you are in the road rut, you can go to the zoo to see a hunk of gorillas who chew gum and eat gawk.
All right. These are kind of hard, and I had to kind of create these sentences, and they focused on the sounds in this lesson. Let's do number 2 one more time. When you're in a rude rut, you can go to the zoo to see a hunk of gorillas who chew gum and eat guck.
A school of cooks come to the house to prepare a jewel of food, not numb, to the guests who all say yum.
Yeah, that should be who. You're right. Not which, because guess is a person. But let's look at the first word here, a swoon. A swoon of cooks come to the house to prepare a yule of foods, not numb to the guests who all say yum.
At noon, the new nuts and jewels on the nook were taken by a thief who threw everything into a sack and who jumped through a window.
A little bit of maybe some unnecessary pauses there. Let's take a look at this one more time. So, at noon, the new nuts and jewels on the nook were taken by a thief who threw everything into a sack and who jumped through a window.
The scot, sludge, and dew at the new school was dumped into a brook.
Okay.
Voice recording exercise 2. According to the book, the electrical basis for the magnetic properties of matter has been verified down to the atomic level. Because the
You want to say the word level. Level. According to the book, the electrical basis for the magnetic properties of matter has been verified down to the atomic level.
Electron has both an electric charge and a spin. It can be called a charge in motion.
You want to use the word spin, not spin, but spin, spin. A charge in motion.
This charge in motion gives rise to a tiny magnetic field. In the case of many atoms, all the electrons are paired within energy levels, according to the exclusion principle, so that the electrons in each pair have opposite anti-parallel spins and their magnetic fields cancel. In some atoms, however, there are more electrons with spins in one direction than in the other, resulting in a net magnetic field for the atom as a whole. This situation exists in a paramagnetic field, in a paramagnetic substance.
All right, let's read this one together one more time, starting with the top. Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1. According to the book, the electrical basis for the magnetic properties of matter actually, we should say here have been the magnetic properties, get my subject verb agreement correct. Let's start it again. According to the book, the electrical basis, now wait a minute. I'm sorry, it is has, because basis is the subject, not properties. Properties is an object. All right, let's do this one more time. According to the book, the electrical basis for the magnetic properties of matter has been verified down to the atomic level. Because the electron has both an electric charge and a spin, it can be called a charge in motion. This charge in motion gives rise to a tiny magnetic field. In the case of many atoms, all the electrons are paired within energy levels according to the exclusion principle, so that the electrons in each pair have opposite anti-parallel spins and their magnetic fields cancel. In some atoms, however, there are more electrons with spins in one direction than in the other, resulting in a net magnetic field for the atom as a whole. This situation exists in a paramagnetic substance. All right, I think we're pretty good there. So maybe one more thing before we finish here, just a little bit more practice. Let's go up to a few more words here. Okay, let's see. Right here we go. Let's practice these 30 right now for just a minute. Now, I think you're doing a pretty good job on these. I don't see any major problems here, but let's just do a little bit more practice. Okay, you ready? Number 1, rum, dune, duel, done, rook, rule, rut, zoo, rude, gum, guck, hunk, swoon, cook. Come, yule, yum, numb, noon, nut, nook, new, jewel, jump, food, dew, sludge, school, scud, brook.